That would be fucking terrifying.
Do you know what really sucks about hosting the World Cup? And I know that everyone's really excited, and I want you to actually put this into our podcast somewhere. I'm excited that we got to host it. I'm excited that people from around the world got to come to the United States and show Americans how awesome the rest of the world is. I am saddened and enraged that all of the rest of the world will leave America going, oh, dang, it really does fucking suck there. Like, whoa. They're shitty. Their laws are shitty. Our healthcare is shitty. The way our leaders are corrupt and take advantage of the people, and how they pin the people against the people so that we're too busy fighting ourselves, that we're not paying attention to the horrific things that they're doing. And that no one cares because we're stuck in a cycle of capitalism that is running us into this horrific recession. So I feel horrified that the rest of the world is seeing us literally at our worst in quite a long time. And we've had a lot of visitors. Yes. And they see our homeless. And our school shootings, and I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that
rest of the world
makes pretty normal news, but to actually come
into
the
rest of the world,
to live and experience what it's like in the dredges of everyday American life right now, it's really sad. There's not a lot of patriotism.
It's not saying the right thing, and right now we're not joining together to say the right thing and do the right thing, and it's just sad. It's just sad to me, and I wanted to say that on a platform that I'm sorry, rest of the world. We really are not a first world country anymore. We are.
It's rough.
So I just want to say that, and then you can put that wherever you want.
Exciting. Welcome to History's Uncharted, folks.
Hey, everyone. I am your host, Shanna, and this is my amazing co-host. Oh, Cecilia, I wanted to bring it back, and I messed it up.
We can redo it.
No, that's who I am, people. I want you
that's
all
fine.
This is who I am.
This is acceptable. There's a lot of who we are.
Yeah.
In our podcast,
I have no
isn't
shame.
there?
I have no shame. Once you hit 45, there is no more shame.
Girl, it was
This is
40.
who I am.
I was very
It tapers.
inspired by the bitches that are in my life to just be who I am.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
It
and
tapers
everybody else that's
after
out there
40,
in the world. You guys are...
Keep rocking and being yourselves.
Heck yeah!
Be that positive that we really... I know that's such a trite fucking statement now, but we really need to be that positive that we need in that world so that we can really make some real changes on all the levels. And I'm down for it. I hope y'all are down for it. And then we're going to talk about the fall of a amazing, huge civilization. Well, it wasn't. It was a city. The city. Of Troy.
It was a city, but it was a known city.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
We wrote about it.
Trojans. I mean, that's like a people.
Right.
So the fall of a people.
Right.
The Trojans.
And every generation seems to have some piece of media that was inspired by these really ancient writings, which I think is really awesome as well. Is this, once cinema came out, this was a story that we felt necessary to tell over and over and over and over and over again.
So I think it's really interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
Because, we call the Dark Ages because we weren't reading Latin, and the Renaissance and the bringing back of knowledge. It was just the rereading of Greek and Roman literature and their writings and their plays and their sonnets and their dictations and their laws.
Essentially the reintroduction of these very nihilistic group of people and their thoughts and opinions.
And then the leaders of the world, of the civilized world in Europe and in England, they sent them to higher education universities, the lords, to learn how to read Latin, how to speak in Latin, to learn their history, to learn these stories. And then here we're a whole nother generation still telling these stories, and now we're putting them into film, and we're putting them into motion and different expressions for our society's words and expressions and how we want to express ourselves. And I just think it's so crazy that this one story, Troy exists, we'll get there, but this one story has lasted for so many years, and we just keep retelling it in different ways, and it's crazy.
To me, it's akin to the Bible. It's way
older than the Bible.
It's way older than the Bible, but it's got these classic tropes, like you were talking about in the last episode, that we kind of revisit these, and I hope you focus in on those and point them out as we go. It really is classic storytelling and classic experiences that, I don't know, it's just like, it's the spark of imagination to me.
So we're here to talk about the fall of Troy. Now, the Odyssey's just come out, so it's just a continual reminder that there are a million branches of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not really doing the Odyssey, but pieces of the fall are told in the Odyssey and the Aeneid. It fills in puzzle pieces.
They
backstory.
are.
They backstory themselves. It's all these Marvel movies, and then they go back to the origin story of certain characters. That's what this is.
It feels very similar to that. Yeah.
So how the lifeline of things is Marvel, and how they interact with each other is Real Housewives. And those are going to be the two comparisons that you've got to remember. And that's the ancient Greece.
I am really excited about this. I'm going to have to start pairing up gods with Marvel characters.
It's not that
It's going to become my new favorite obsession. But carry on.
But, just they have origin stories. All of these gods have stories about themselves. All these mythical characters have stories about themselves. And what we are starting with this episode,
Right.
is Helen.
I love Helen.
The Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships.
1,000 ships and 1,000 racists. I heard somebody say
1,000 racists.
Racists. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Greeks against the Trojans.
I mean, in modern times, I'm talking about the Odyssey with our casting choices.
Oh my God, that's so hilarious.
Isn't
so
that
again,
funny?
I'm like super like, this is the renditions of the world in the past 2,000 years. And she's like, right fucking now.
And I'm like, no, girl, foot in the future.
Right. So, and this is just why you should open your eyes to how we are the same creatures that we have always been on this planet. And we're crazy. And we need to start doing better.
For reals. We're always mad about something. And it ends up in murder and mayhem. Why?
Murder and mayhem. It's who we are as a species. So
exactly.
Now we're going to go and talk about some crazy ass stories.
For reals.
That they talked about.
So one of the things that I have noticed in some of the modern tellings of like the Odyssey or Troy or the stories around it, is that they never really get in, especially with Troy, they never really get into like a whole lot of like the gods.
Okay, so
and they're toying with and pulling strings behind the scenes. So I don't really know a lot about Helen other than she shows up on the scene and bamboozles a certain somebody.
She
because
bamboozles.
She's so freaking beautiful.
She bamboozles.
So I'm very excited about some earlier stories.
Like learning something that's not patriarchal bullshit.
The painting of, this beautiful, pretty woman who serves a purpose of
that
starting
actually came
like
out like
war.
sounding like a bull. So that was interesting. Enjoy that, folks.
I enjoyed it.
So these are, I'm not going to say these are the real stories. These are the stories they said then. She's obviously not real. These things didn't happen. And if they did, whoa.
Like, bro, they're the
Crazy.
stories. Okay,
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah. And there's lots of versions. And these are the versions that we're reading. And it's kind of a compilation. And y'all know,
I'm excited. So we get more than one telling.
if it has different veins, I like to tell you option A and option B.
I love how you did that with the Paris story.
There's
it was
so
fun.
many options.
There are.
The more you read or which rabbit hole you're going to go down.
Exactly.
Okay. That's so funny. My opening sentences, I still write these like I'm writing a paper and have to turn it in.
Yeah, you are.
In some parts, I still drop like "cuz" and "that bitch" or whatever. Like I'll type that out.
There's some real thoughts and feelings, but when you write a sentence,
semicolons.
There's no conjunctions. I struggle to read your writing out loud because it's not how I human speak.
It's true. It's academic speak.
It is.
Yeah.
I sound like a professional. It's hard to get into the mind space of like jovial funny when it's like, I love you.
I'm sorry. And I just read like my first sentence and it's like that whole like 2-minute conversation we've had about stuff. And I'm like, archaeological evidence.
They dug that bitch up
Yeah, well,
and discovered.
well, I mean, they didn't actually ever find a skeleton that came from an egg. Like these,
Weird.
Yeah, so
Weird.
We're gonna talk about Helen.
Okay,
You ready?
let's talk about Helen. I'm
Let's talk
excited
about
about
some
this.
badass bitches in
Because,
history.
man, has there been some recent discord about Helen?
All right. Backstories. So I listened to episode 1 before I published it, and you're like, you're doing a backstory inside of a backstory, and I went, yeah, I'm sorry. So buckle in.
But that's what you said. Greek mythology it's literally Inception.
It's more tree roots, man.
Tree roots?
Yeah, that's how I see it, intertwining and connecting and rejoining.
Oh, I love that.
That's how my brain pictures it.
I like it. It's prettier than Interstellar.
Okay. I really do try with these names, but I really do enjoy these cocktails. So let's see how we do.
This is fair.
You know, I haven't said this in a really long time, but here is my the adult content warning that please forgive me for all my mispronunciations as we walk through these stories.
It's all Greek to me, guys.
And you say that, and then there we go, and I love it. We're repetitive ass bitches. Here we
Listen,
are.
there's a lot of different ways to say it.
And yet we say it the same way every time.
It's fine.
Okay, she had a dad.
She had a dad.
Helen had a dad.
Some grade A writing right there, folks.
That's not even what I wrote. I have a full fucking sentence here that I'm not gonna say. Her dad is the king of Spartan.
Okay.
Sparta, I'm so sorry. He is Spartan. This is Sparta. The very
What is his name?
militaristic.
What's Daddy's name?
Daddy's
Did
name
we
is
dig that far?
Tyndareus.
Tyndareus.
Yeah.
Tyndareus of Sparta. King Tyndareus.
And
Are they kings or emperors?
They're kings. He's a king.
Okay.
Each little group, city-state, collection of humans, they're kings of that chunk during these times. So
Makes
everyone's
sense.
a king.
Right.
You know, layers and hierarchy and shenanigans. All right, so Tyndareus, Sparta.
Right.
His beautiful queen is Leda. She has a lot of other stories and backstories that go, we're not going to do Queen Leda today, guys. Just a little bit.
It's okay.
All right. Here we go. So one day, Zeus is hanging out as a swan, as you do, just like swimming around, kicking his little swan feet. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, while he's like chilling in this pond, an eagle sees him. And this eagle is like, and starts to chase Zeus.
Okay. My confusion. That's all I can think. Confusion.
Aren't swans really big? I know eagles are big.
Eagles and
But aren't
swans, I would say
big?
they're, equally sized.
I'm sorry, aren't
But
swans
who is the
mean?
eagle? Like, is this just a rando eagle?
This is a rando eagle in this story.
Okay.
So a rando natural eagle is chasing Zeus.
In his swanny, golden swanny form.
Goldie swanny form.
Fucking Zeus.
He freaks out.
You're Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
It's an eagle.
No, I'm telling you. Real Housewives, super drama, lots of temper tantrums, lots of fits, lots of freak out. So he's freaking out and he's in his swan form and he's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And so he's trying to fly, swans fly, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm not a bird person. And as a swan, he finds the closest thing to take shelter, and that happens to be Queen Leda's windowsill.
Oh. Convenient.
You know, she's laying there in bed.
The eagle made me do it.
Man. Okay. Bed chamber. Yep. Okay. Oh, of course they do it. She's laying there. So think about it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You need to think about this real quick because she gets pregnant because if you have sex with Zeus, you get pregnant. Like, that's just the world, right? So when she delivers, she doesn't deliver a baby. She delivers an egg.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. But yes, swans can fly.
I wasn't going to yell at you. But thank you for confirming. So swans
it's just hilarious.
Can swans fly as fast as an eagle?
No, absolutely not, because of their heavy bodies.
They are long, graceful
They
necks.
they need a long, labored run across water or land, flapping their wings or slapping their webbed feet against the water.
Okay, so we're
to
imagining
gain,
Zeus.
it requires 13 miles per hour running, so they have to run like real fucking
So imagine
fast.
Zeus doing this and he's freaking out. And my first question is, why don't you go back to being Zeus? Why do you stay in swan form?
Smite him with your lightning, Zeus.
Why do you let a real eagle chase you around? But as you said, the eagle made me do it.
The eagle made me do it. It sounds like a story.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We are just telling
Zeus. It sounds like a
storytelling.
story, Zeus.
Right.
That's all I'm going
Okay.
for. Okay, I'm sorry.
Every time you have sex with Zeus, you have a baby. She laid an
Isn't
egg.
that convenient?
Yeah. It's
Or inconvenient? I can't decide.
It's a guarantee. It's also almost a guarantee Hera's going to punish you because she doesn't appreciate the women. She can't punish Zeus, and she has to exhibit her anger somewhere, so she takes it out onto the poor rape victim, mortal sea nymph, whatever victim that he attacked.
She is the most vicious sister housewife. She bothers me.
Yeah.
Hera's scary. I'm sorry, Hera. Please don't fucking smite me. But she's scary. You fear her healthily.
You do. Her and Athena, they're not...
You don't fuck with that.
You don't fuck with that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I know I'm like bird, sex, laying egg, rape, whatever. Would you have sex with a swan? Do you have to like date, rape, voodoo, hypnotize her to? Because if a bird landed in my room, I'd be like,
get the fuck out.
Hey, come fuck. Yeah.
Like, the mechanic. It's very confusing. That was always very confusing. I assume that he turned into his godly form.
I don't know what happened in the bedchamber that night and what shape his member was when it entered her to impregnate her. As we are really talking about this is fucking mythology. But I tried to point this out because my next sentence is, and this is where it gets weird, folks.
It feels, I don't know, to me it feels very Egyptian in like these kings and queens creating these I was created by a god backstory.
Totes.
That's what it feels like to me.
Except she's not real and she's not creating her own backstory.
All right.
Unless she was, and this is how then she's real and this is her backstory.
And that's why we have these tales. Like we have,
who knows?
Whatever.
Man?
It's fun.
Who
okay.
knows?
All right.
It's 5,000 years ago.
One rolls up. And it's debatable about bestiality happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I cannot guarantee I wasn't there.
I feel so wrong. I don't know. But anyways.
I still don't feel it was consensual on her part. I feel like she was hypnotized or fooled or tricked or poisoned or whatever. But what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Is that my next sentence is, and now it starts to get weird.
And now it starts to get weird, guys. Buckle in, folks.
Okay, so apparently earlier that day, or even later that night, it goes both ways. There are so many different tellings, and you can read so many different versions of these. So it's really interesting.
These were campfire stories that were written in Latin and then retranslated
into whatever we speak today.
Have what you will.
Sometime during the same day she was raped by a bird.
What?
She also had sex with her husband. No, the swan. Zeus was a swan.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. You made it feel like it was another raping that happened.
No, the same. On the same day.
She was twice raped by Zeus?
No, she had sex with her husband.
Okay.
She had sex with her husband that day, and then she was raped by a bird.
Ooh. Okay,
Or
so
some tales are she had sex or was raped by a swan and then had sex with her husband. I think after I've been raped by a bird, I don't think I'd then want to have more sex.
All right. So there's your clarification, folks. He was in the bird form.
I don't know.
I mean, they said it right there. Raped by a bird.
Those are my words.
All right. Your words. Listen, I agree with you. After that harrowing experience.
If you read Ovid, like Ovid's creepy and very makes me feel gross.
Yeah.
So anyway, she has sex. God, that went weird. It was just a sentence.
All of these things get weird. 12 minutes later, this one sentence has finally come out.
She had sex with her husband. This means that she laid 2 eggs.
I'm sorry, a woman laying 2 eggs outside of her body.
Yeah. Okay, both of these eggs, and we're not going to get into logistics, both of these eggs are large enough to not only have 1 human baby inside of them, but 2 human babies inside of them.
Sweet Jesus, quads.
Inside each of her 2 eggs, she has 2 bebés.
Wow.
Okay, now, since she had sex with 2 men, and there's 2 eggs, and there's 2 bebés in each egg. And ironically, 1 egg are 2 girls, and 1 egg is 2 boys. Okay? Now, 1 girl is Zeus's, and 1 boy is Zeus's, and then 1 girl is Tyndareus's, and 1 boy is Tyndareus's. That's how it broke down. Inside each egg, they had separated again into the each. So that, of course, you're giving me looks. Okay?
It's cool. You know what? I'm following along. This is Greek mythology.
No. That freaked me out.
Listen.
Okay? So, I'm going to tell you the names of the kids.
I'm impressed.
I'm going to tell you so the 2 girls in the girl egg was Helen.
Mm-hmm.
And then her twin human mortal Tyndareus sister is Clytemnestra.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, that's a blue. I heard that name. I know that name.
Yeah. I'm fairly familiar. I love me some Greek mythology.
Now in the boy egg.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which one was which? Castor was team Tyndareus, and his twin brother Pollux was team Zeus. Okay. These are examples of heteropaternal superfecundation. Superfecundation is common in animals such as cats and dogs. Fun fact, we would have more examples of supernifecundation.
Paper. They're getting all of this. You're getting all of it.
This hurts. Okay. Superfecundation.
That's a word.
It is, and I did learn it when I was super fecundation. That's why I'm able to say it now. Super fecundation.
Are you?
Okay. We would actually have more examples of this if we DNA tested twins. We don't often DNA test twins because we don't think that it could be of... I had a computer.
It's fine. I promise.
Touch it. Thank you. We would have more examples of this because we don't DNA test. And if we did, because we as humans can do this. I can have sex with two different men and I can get pregnant on the same day and I could have twins and one twin could be one DNA daddy and one twin the other DNA daddy. This is physically possible. And I find it, and we've already found examples of this. It's just if we tested more twins, would we really have different daddies? I think that's so funny. I really went down some scientific rabbit holes of twin DNA superfecundation rabbit holes, bro. Suprafecundation. Oh,
That's funny. Listen, if there's a scientist who's like, phonetically, you should say it this way, drop it down in the comments.
Actually, I write my words out phonetically, so I'm sorry.
This is the way we say it. She's shaking her head. She don't know. It's just a fun word. Superfundication.
That was really good, Cecilia. Since she doesn't have it in front of her, so don't judge her. Don't hate her. Okay. So, Zeus has, like, a swan thing kind of attached to him. You know how, like, they have certain, his lightning bolt and characteristics about him. He likes to have bastard children everywhere.
He does.
He's also associated with raping things as a swan.
Yeah.
The swan thing is
Complicated, man.
So there's a story from even older and before this. Nemesis, the goddess Nemesis, she transforms into all kinds of animals as she is escaping the pursuing Zeus. Now, this is a very common Greek trope of a goddess female fleeing from an actively aggressive, chasing, raping, attempting male. And she changes into different forms, like a fish to swim fast, and a bird to fly away, and a horse to run fast. And he changes into animals, the same animals along with her, or even conflicting animals to try to catch her.
And catch her. They're predators or whatever. They're natural predators.
Yeah. So he, of course, this is a fun game for him. And when he finally catches her and rapes her, they are both in the form of swans. Isn't that lovely?
That's gross.
She then gives the egg to Leda, who later Leda raises it. So that's an old, very little known version that Nemesis was the goddess. She actually gave birth to the eggs. But in that version, it didn't have Castor and Pollux. So, and Castor and Pollux, I'd like to tie back into, those are the two twins that are the Gemini thing. Because Pollux, he's the son of Zeus. So he's a demigod, and his twin brother was not. He's immortal, and he's like, so he's gonna die, and I don't like that. Can we both be immortal, or can we both be mortal together? Because I want to be with my brother. And so Zeus makes them both stars in the sky, and those are the twin stars, Castor and Pollux, which are part of the
Gemini constellation.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
It all ties together.
Welcome to it.
It all ties together. Ugh. Super fecundation.
Hey there, history fans. It's us, Cecilia and Shanna, and we're here to share with you the best history podcast ever made, Histories Uncharted.
What is that, you may ask? Well, history, my dear Watson, and all of the cool stories from our past that we try to bring to life for the entertainment of you fine folks. We like to focus on the stories and the lives of badass women and things that we find fascinating and, well, anything else that we want to talk about. So join me, Shanna.
And me, Cecilia, on all our adventures throughout the past, and listen to Histories Uncharted wherever you find your podcast. Don't forget, download and share your favorite episode with a friend, and remember to like us and follow us so that you stay up to date on all of your new episodes, and come and find us on Instagram.
So, Helen, she hatches from an egg, like you do.
Way to go.
She grows into a beautiful little girl. right? Because she's a queen's daughter and a god's daughter.
Obviously, she's going to be totes gorge.
And spunky.
And crazy.
Spunky. Okay, and let's think about Sparta at this time. Sparta is very militaristic, and they train everyone to be able to fight. Even the girls at young ages get to fight with the young boys, and train and wrestle and practice, and they're not weak links.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spartan women are nothing to shake a stick at.
Correct.
So she has Castor and Pollux as twin brothers, and they're all growing up together. So she's rough and tumble, and she's a really good fighter, and she's an awesome little cool girl. All right. So around 7 or 10, depending on the teller, whatever you want. She is abducted by this dick Theseus.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Now, Cecilia, we've met Theseus before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've said a lot of Greek words to you.
You sure have.
She's like, oh yeah, Theseus, Perseus. Yeah.
Peleus.
Peleus.
Peleus the Peen.
God, he was such a took. I'm sorry.
We still big mad, folks.
Theseus ain't no better. So Theseus is the dude. So we're going to go back to our Dionysus episode.
Okay.
Theseus.
See, I thought so. I'm like, that sounds... All right, carry on.
Because he is the one that defeats the Minotaur in the maze.
Yeah.
He only defeats the Minotaur because he has help from a local young girl, right? And then when they kill the Minotaur and they escape, he takes her with him. And then if you remember in our Dionysus story, they fall asleep on a beach and he bounces on her and leaves her stranded.
Yeah.
And Dionysus shows up and marries her.
Weird.
So her story kind of changed, right? But Theseus, after ditching this helpful young woman on a beach, him and his brother decide that they are super badasses. We're like the Gastons again. I love Gaston. I love to bring him out. Theseus is a big old Gaston and his brother's a Gaston. And so they think that the only way that they can prove that they're big men is they have to marry daughters of Zeus. Now, I have this bolded because while we're telling this tale, remember when you said, like in Troy, they pulled the gods out of the stories?
Yeah.
The gods are intertwined.
They are.
So in the town, I can't tell this tale without saying that Zeus's daughters. So automatically, here's a god, and they're demigod daughters, and it's all in there, man.
It is in there.
And you have to keep it in there to be true to the actual Greek telling.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let me move my guy. Okay.
So, Theseus kidnaps Helen. Like I said, let's remind us, the storyteller, either 7 or 10. She's kidnapped by Theseus.
She's a kid.
To be wed to him. Now, brother needs a wife, right? They both need important wives so they can legitimize their claims. You know what I mean? It's always legitimizing their claims
I
in power.
hate dudes.
So we need to go find a wife for brother. So we take kidnapped girl and we drop it off at our mommy's house, and mommy keeps her in prison while the brothers go to find another babe to marry. Okay?
For the other brother?
For the other brother. Other brother needs a wife. We both need wives. I've got my 10-year-old wife imprisoned here with mommy. Now let's go get yours.
I didn't realize that. I thought that she was married off. Maybe that's just a different talent. What the Okay.
Helen has backstories.
She does.
We're only at 10. She meets Paris at like 25.
She just shows up married in most of the stories that we listen to. I hate that we just gloss over the terrifying experiences of being a woman in history.
What about current
so fucking terrible.
times? You can get a fucking date on Tinder and get raped today. Nothing has changed.
And shoved into a storage closet.
And I tell the police that this guy is like really threatening me, and they go, sorry, we can't do anything until after you're myrtleized, and then maybe we will hunt him down.
God.
Don't worry, folks. We got another one right here. So my daughter asked me, she's like, God, that's so weird. Sex trafficking is a really big thing and it's really easy to stop and no one really seems interested in stopping it. And I don't understand why it's still a thing. And I said, because it still benefits men. When it stops benefiting men, they will put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Until then, it will continue. Anything that benefits men will continue.
Yes.
Until they decide to stop it.
Or wealth in your pocket, because I know many a women who will stand behind that because of how it lines their pockets or protects their everyday way of life.
Hey, I'm not going to say that women aren't involved. You're right.
Very sad.
Yeah. Helen. Dude, we're at 10. We're still on the first page.
Listen,
she's 10.
This might be a little bit of a longer episode.
I did give Helen a whole episode. She might be 2, and that's fucking hilarious. Where the hell are we? We deserve daughters of Zeus. Okay, Cecilia. Guess. Guess who they decide to pick to be brother's abducted wife.
I don't know. I know, but I don't know. You're going to say it, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah.
Persephone.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a smart idea? Now, at this point...
How is that going to work?
Yeah. So, Persephone is the wife, abducted, forced wife of Hades. So, she's already been abducted and claimed. So, these boys, these arrogant fucking Gastons, think that they're going to go into fucking the underworld and get Hades, the lord of the underworld's wife, and walk out with her, and then she's going to marry him, and then he's going to have this 10-year-old little sex slave, and we're going to be awesome. That is the game plan.
That sounds like some dude broing it up.
Okay. All right, page 4. We're on page 4. You know, it's weird. Hades knew when they showed up in the underworld and played a trick on them, caught them, and kills them. Well, they deserve it. Don't look at me like that. You're really going to think you're going to sneak into the underworld and take Hades. So, what's his dick
I'm
name?
confused.
Theseus.
Don't they like carry... Okay, carry on.
Theseus and his brother die.
They're dead.
Helen is still 10, and she's still at Theseus and brother's mommy's house as a little kidnap victim. So, awesome brother Castor and Pollux go and rescue her and bring her back to Sparta. So she's had a crazy adventure. Was she raped for hours? Did they touch her? Did they not touch her?
I mean, I doubt that they would
10-year-old
touch
girl.
her
Who
because
knows?
she's promised to someone of,
Him,
that is
Thetis.
supposed to be
Thetis. No,
very
right now
important.
she's Thesis. She's a 10-year-old girl and Thesis kidnaps her. She's not promised to anyone.
Outside of the brother, like she's promised, like she's supposed to be his wife.
Thesis' wife.
Thesis' wife.
Not brother's wife. Thesis.
Right.
Right.
So why would they, I don't know, why would they ruin her?
Because it's his.
I don't know. It just seems unlikely, but you never know. People are creepy and weird.
Who knows? All right. So now a few years go by, and now it's time for Helen to find a husband. Because she's like, what, 13, 14, getting old. Old ass bitch, need to get out of the house, need to sell her off.
Hate men so much.
So as you do, all of the powerful men of all of the other countries, all of the other tons of kings want her hand in marriage. So they send emissaries to Sparta to plead on behalf. Sometimes they go on their own behalf. Sometimes they send emissaries. Lazy bastards, at least go on your own. So they send emissaries. Now, there's a whole bunch of dudes camped out in front of Dad's house trying to vie for the hand of Helen. Which one do you choose? If you choose this one, you're going to piss everyone else off.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation to be in when it's like that. That's a weird place to be in. But who do you choose?
Exactly, because he knows if he chooses this dude, everyone's going to be mad at him. If he chooses this guy, all these guys are going to be mad at him. So he's freaking out, and these people are sitting in his front yard, using his resources, popping up pop-ups, putting their trailers, bringing their stinky dogs, having barbecues out front, like being in their business, fighting with each other.
No, I'm the better one. I'm the better
dueling,
choice.
and then, I mean, it's just chaos. And he's like, this needs to go away. What do I do? So Odysseus, you're going to see him in his movie, The Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
His characteristic is he's crafty. He thinks of things and he is crafty.
Yeah,
So
he is.
he's like, all right, Tyndareus, I got an idea. You always do Odysseus's ideas. Okay, so you tell everybody that they have to swear an oath that everybody has to defend and protect the man that wins Helen. Oaths are really important. It's all you have as a human being is your word and your bond. So they all swear, they all pinky swear that whoever gets chosen, we're going to defend him for the rest. He's our buddy now.
He's the guy.
We have to defend his honor. We can't kill him. We all have to pinky swear we're not going to kill the dude that gets chosen.
Okay.
Everyone agrees.
So they make this
pinky promise.
Bro pal pinky swear.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know how they decide who wins Helen? He's fucking
I'm sure she's not involved at all.
No, she's not even in the room unless she's standing there naked, circling, so they can all see the prize that's for
exactly.
sale.
Let me check your teeth, woman.
Oh man, fuck. Sorry.
Hit a nerve with that one, folks.
They decide to draw straws. This woman's life and future is decided by this group of fucking dickhead dudes drawing straws for her. A dude named Menelaus wins. Everyone's heard of Menelaus, the husband of Helen. All right. He wins. And now everyone has to swear that they have to support and defend Menelaus. Now, Menelaus has an older brother named Agamemnon. Mm-hmm. Agamemnon is more powerful. He's the older brother. He's in a higher position. And Tyndareus does not want to insult Agamemnon. So he gives Agamemnon his other daughter, Clytemnestra. So now these two brothers have the two daughters. It's a Greek trope. They go in pairs.
I know.
Yeah, they go together. So the two sisters are given to the two brothers.
I'm a girl, so I just can't help but be grossed out. I'm sorry.
So Agamemnon is obviously a king in his own right, in his own area. So he goes off and he takes Clytemnestra to his own place. But Menelaus doesn't have his own place. So what happens is Tyndareus and Leda get dethroned and Menelaus and Helen become king and queen of Sparta. Her face, wow, whoa, okay.
Okay.
Do we see how Real Housewives this is?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is so funny. That's funny.
Your new husband
funny.
that you just got sold to dethroned your mom and dad. And took their spot. But now you're queen. Do you like him? Does he smell? Is he a
that's
dick?
Weird.
Yeah. So that's where we are in life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to circle back to the kind of present. And we're going to go back to Paris. The dude, not the place.
Mm-hmm.
Paris and his brother Hector are sent on a political mission for their dad. We're going to circle back to that later. Don't worry, that's in a backstory.
Right.
And they go out to Sparta.
Surprise.
Yeah. So these two bros, rich prince dudes, land in Sparta, and they meet up with Menelaus and his beautiful queen, and they feast and they play games and they do dealings and everything's going real good. And trade routes and, just things are being done. But then all of a sudden, Menelaus' grandpa dies and he has to leave for a funeral. So now this leaves the house untended by a master. And the young, handsome Paris takes advantage of this situation and seizes the lovely Queen Helen. Now, There are lots of versions of this. It's called The Abduction of Helen. Mm-hmm. Like, you can type that in, and there's lots of different versions. I also got some pictures for you. So some of them say it's forcefully done and that this was a rape. Okay. Some of them say she fell in love with Paris while they were feasting and gaming and politicking, and she fell for him because he's beautiful and charming.
I mean, he's always cast as a very delightful, delectable young man.
And he's the Gaston of Troy.
For sure.
Right? He's raising bulls and fighting dudes. And
he's supposed to be a handsome fucking fellow that is worthy of falling for.
Right.
And a stand-up dude, like, especially with the conversation that he had with the three goddesses. You know? He's got his head on right. Seems like it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So remember when he chose Aphrodite with his reason and his logic for the golden apple. Again, it's the beautiful golden causing destruction and strife.
Oh, yes.
It's the Greek trope, good, bad, beautiful, destruction. It's hilarious. So another version is because Aphrodite says, you get the most beautiful woman in the world, a love spell is put over her and she goes with Paris.
Oh, that's fucked.
So that implies a lack of consent. So those are like the three general, the full abduction, rape, the I fell in love with him and I went, and then the God intervened. And that is the original, you know, the God intervened and gave Helen to Paris because that's what Aphrodite said. She would give her the most beautiful woman. Helen's the most beautiful woman. There we go.
Right.
So that's how the Greeks wrote it. So.
And we're just women.
Yeah, we're just women.
When it's Greek.
And so here's some pictures for you. The first one is a representation of the abduction of Helen, and the other one is like her going willingly.
Mm.
I think she got a tata hanging out in that first one. And she's like hanging horizontal as people are just dragging her down these stairs and her clothes are falling off of her, getting ripped off of her, and she's screaming, help!
As she's being, carried down the steps to the ship.
By a group of Trojan soldiers. So that's also a thing. Did Helen leave with just Paris, or did Trojan soldiers steal her? You know what I mean? Those are the different perspectives that you could use to position your platform.
Right. And how do you think Aphrodite would function in that? I don't know.
She would just make Helen happy and be in love with Paris.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. I think that would be much more Aphrodite style if it was...
It still wasn't Helen's choice. She didn't look at Aphrodite and say, yes, I agree to be with him.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Aphrodite love spelled her. Cupided her.
Which is still, this is a lack of consent.
Whatever your thoughts and feelings, Helen leaves with Paris.
Right.
Menelaus comes home from Grandpa's funeral because he lives there. And he is told, you know, your wife ain't here.
She bounced.
She gone. So obviously he's pissed, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's fucked up. Okay.
So emissaries, you go, you approach the king, you say, hey, let's talk about it. Let's figure something out. So he goes as his own emissary, and to have his back, he takes Odysseus. He's crafty. He's smart. He's in it. He's a main character. Most people
He's a man's man. He is.
He's a main character that most people don't really talk about. But Odysseus is in all of these big decisions that happen.
Yes.
His fingers are in. He's Tyrion, but tall with a pointy beard and a mustache that he twirls. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Odysseus and Menelaus go to Priam and go to Troy and go, I'm so sorry to bother your lunch, but that seems to be my wife. Can I have her back? Mm-hmm. And Priam goes, no. And sends them away. Mm-hmm. Now Menelaus is pissed because his pride and he's a dude. So he throws a temper tantrum.
Because his pride and he's a dude.
And he goes and runs to his big brother Agamemnon. And he goes, they took my wife and they said they wouldn't give her back. Help me. Now, there's lots of different ways you can think about this. Did Agamemnon decide to support his brother because he loved his brother and he wanted his brother's wife to come home? Or did he possibly agree to hold siege to a political rival that being able to capture them and steal their resources would be like really beneficial and cool? So whatever reason, Agamemnon decides, hey bro, let's go get your wife back.
I got your back on this.
So Odysseus steps up and goes, hey guys, remember all those pinky swears that everyone had to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he calls everyone in, and those are the 1,000 ships, the face that launched 1,000 ships. It's all of these other kings that were called honor bound, duty bound, pinky swear bound.
Right.
To defend the honor of Menelaus. Not Helen.
Or Paris, because that is true. Didn't
Paris was not one of the competing hands for Helen's hand.
So it had nothing to do with who Helen's choice was, but it was like whoever won.
Yeah.
This.
It never has to do with Helen's choice. None of this is Helen's choice.
Okay. Drinking game. How many times has Cecilia said, I hate dudes?
Okay. So it takes a while, to send out the ravens to call to war and them to get their barrels of mead together and gather their men to meet in a joint meeting place. Everyone decides we're going to meet in this one place and we're all going to launch off together.
Right.
Agamemnon's there. He's waiting for everyone. You're a dude. What do you do to entertain yourself as a dude? You go hunting, right? You go kill something.
Or rape things.
Well, this time he's killing something.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
He kills a great stag. Now, this stag, the animal stag, is an animal protected and associated with Athena.
AKA, you fucked up.
And then he stands over this dead stag, which is her beloved animal, and boasts that he's a better hunter than Athena herself. So Athena throws a temper tantrum. See how the gods are intertwined.
I don't know. That doesn't really sound like a temper tantrum to me.
Revenge. It's revenge. It's petty bitchery.
I mean...
Okay, how about we're back to Real Housewives of petty bitchery.
So our next door neighbor shows up and slits your cat's throat in front of your face. Murders Chester. Aww. Takes your puppins and guts them like a piggy.
Aww.
And you're not gonna eye for an eye on that. You're just gonna be like, I'd be petty to revenge my dog. I'd be mad as it. I mean, again, fictional characters.
And you have a lot more power than the douche that killed your stag.
It's also fair. Could she bring her staggy back to life? Stag still had to go through the horrors of being murdered. I'm with Athena on this. Carry on.
So she...
Sorry, I just had to work that out.
She decides to retaliate by providing no wind for them to launch because Troy is across a waterway and everyone's gathering with their ships at this one place to go launch off as an army. So now there's no winds. But also... While all of this large group of humans in a small area are there, she releases a plague.
Way to go, girl.
All right, this is not good. What is Agamemnon going to do? Fuck. So a professor, a seer.
Okay.
Prophecies. Here we go.
Prophecies him.
Yeah. If you sacrifice your daughter in the name of Athena.
God, that's right.
That will appease her.
Appease
Athena. And he's like, damn, I only got one daughter.
Clytemnestra, I'm sorry, girl.
No, Clytemnestra is the wife.
Oh, that's right. It's Clytemnestra who freaks out. She's pissed off. This is your choice. This is what you're going to do.
And he says
murder my daughter.
Game of Thrones did that where he sacrificed his daughter to the fire god.
Mm-hmm.
So
fucking psychos.
Yeah. So he sacrifices his daughter. Instantly the plague goes away. Instantly the wind strikes up. And he hops on his ships and he leaves. Now, just putting a pin in it, Clytemnestra is left standing on the shore with her dead kid, her husband off to go prove he's a man, and pissed.
Yeah.
That might come into play later.
All right.
The war about one man's greed and another's hurt pride begins with the abduction of one woman and the murder of another. And thus ends this part of our tale, and where we're going to end this part. And hopefully you come back for more and more and more, because we love having you.